Welcome back to Midnight Digital Decay. In the summer of 1916, a remote village in Siberia, far from the eyes of the modern world, found itself at the center of an impossible phenomenon. The village of Krasny Yar, known for its harsh winters and short summers, was suddenly gripped by an unnatural occurrence that terrified its inhabitants. It began in late June when the village's nightfall never came. For a week straight, the sun sat heavy in the sky, suspended in a perpetual dusk. No one could explain it. The elders, hardened by generations of superstition, whispered of angry gods and forgotten rituals. The priests at a loss called for prayers, but no salvation came. The longer the day stretched on, the more the villagers' minds unraveled. At first, the children found it amusing, playing in the endless light. But by the third day, sleep became a distant memory. People reported seeing strange figures wandering just beyond the tree line, silhouettes that didn't belong to any animal known in the area. At night, or what should have been night, the horizon seemed to ripple, as if the air itself was folding in on itself, bending reality. By the fifth day, things took a darker turn. A young boy, Pavel, was found dead near the river, his body twisted and deformed. His eyes were wide open, as if he had seen something that shattered his mind before death claimed him. There was no sign of injury, no explanation for his condition. The village elders declared it a curse, and the priest insisted it was divine punishment for sins long forgotten. But the darkness never came. Desperation took hold. People stopped eating, their eyes wild with insomnia. Strange illnesses swept through the village, and no one could escape the relentless sunlight. The crops, usually lush and green this time of year, began to wilt and die, as if scorched by an unseen flame. Livestock refused to feed, collapsing in the fields from exhaustion. The village headman, Mikhail Yevdokimov, organized a group of men to seek help from a nearby town, believing this unnatural event to be some kind of atmospheric anomaly. They left at dawn, which no longer meant anything, and never returned. Some claim they could still hear their screams echoing through the valley, days after they left. By the 10th day, half the village had succumbed to madness. Those who still retained some semblance of sanity spoke of terrible dreams when they managed to sleep, a creeping, shifting darkness just beyond the edges of their consciousness, something that could not be seen but only felt. Others began to disappear into the forest, drawn by the figures they had glimpsed in the endless dusk. It was on the 13th day that the darkness finally returned, but it was not the gentle embrace of night the villagers longed for. It was a pitch-black void, darker than any night they had ever known. The sky was blotted out, and an oppressive silence fell over the village. No wind, no insects, no life. The few survivors who were found weeks later by a passing patrol spoke of nothing. Their eyes were hollow, their skin pale and translucent. The village of Krasny Yar was abandoned and never resettled. The official explanation was some kind of unexplainable atmospheric disturbance, a footnote in history easily forgotten. But those who know, those who remember, tell a different story. A story of a town where the light never left, and where those who remained saw something in the eternal daylight that shattered their souls. And they say sometimes on long summer nights when the sun refuses to set, and the air feels unnaturally still, you can still hear the whispers of the villagers, calling from somewhere far beyond the horizon, from a place where night never comes. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more of this content. It lets me know people enjoy it and motivates me to continue to create it for you all. If you haven't already, check out my link tree in the description for more esoterica.